Hello, it's Friday, February 9th of 2024, and today I'm here at Potomac Yard Station in Virginia, the newest station on the DC Metro. Potomac Yard Station opened on May 19th of 2023 as an infill station between Reagan National Airport and Braddock Road in Alexandria. It is served by the Blue and Yellow lines and was built to serve Alexandria's massive mixed-use redevelopment project in the area. Recently, there's been talk of moving the local hockey and basketball teams from the Capital One Arena in DC to a new sports complex near the Potomac Yard Station. I'll talk more about this at the end of the video. So the first thing you'll notice when arriving at Potomac Yard Station is that it's a side platform station, so one platform made side and both tracks in the middle. I also really love the design of this station. Everything from the classic DC Metro station features, like the brown signs, the platform, just the colors, the pillars with the signs, to the station-specific features, like how the tracks are sort of elevated on these like concrete structures. And I love this canopy. I especially love how it goes a little over into the tracks, because a lot of old canopies just end right at the platform level, which when it rains, the rain sort of if it's raining sideways, it'll actually get on you. In this design, it won't get on you because it's actually sort of covering the platform. I think my favorite area of all is actually where the gate line is, all the way at that end. It's unfortunate that this station was only built with one exit at that end. There's nothing here. You can't exit here unless there's an emergency. But if you want to get, for example, there's an exit there, you have to go all the way down here, across that bridge, and then all the way back here on this bridge, which is awful, actually, and it takes like 5 minutes. This is awful design, but, you know, in general, it's good, so I don't know what to think about that. Anyway, to the gate line. As I'm walking, I'm noticing even more things, like these lights up here. The roof here has like slats, but they also have little holes in them. I don't know if that's just for looks, but I don't know, looks pretty cool. There are these speakers, which are nice, it's like JBL. These are fancy speakers for a metro station. And there's a train, but you know, that just came. So here's the exit area of the station, and if you're familiar at all with the new Elizabeth line in London, you're probably guessing what I think this looks like. I think this looks quite similar to Abbey Wood Station, without as much wood, even though there is some wood. I think from the outside you can see it, but I just think it's really cool. It's really nice and open. It's sort of similar to other DC Metro stations, but with its own unique design. I really love it. I hear a big loud train. Where's the big loud train? There it is. Wow. Oh, there it is. Yes, there's a lot of cargo trains here. Wow, this coal train is still going. This is a long coal train. There it is. That huge coal train really brought my attention to this empty looking area between those tracks and the metro tracks. This was actually where the metro tracks used to be before the station was built. So the metro tracks sort of curved like that, and then they built the station parallel to that. And then when the metro tracks were rerouted, these were removed and replaced with this sort of valley. I assume for stormwater or something. I'm not sure. I'm not a water engineer. Drainage engineer. So to get up, we have a staircase right next to a single directional escalator, I think always going up. And then over here, we have some elevators. This station has 10 elevators, which to me is insane for a 2-track station. Like, there's only, I guess there are 2 lines here, but you know, it's not that frequent. It's like every 5 minutes or so there's a train. But look, elevator 10. That's insane. How are there 10 elevators? Oh, everything's on time, that's good. But how are there 10 elevators? You know what that means? We have to ride them all. Yeah, that doesn't actually mean that, but I do want to ride them all, so I'm gonna do that. So I guess since this is elevator 10, I'll start in reverse direction. Although, nah, I think I'm gonna start with 9, because the DC Metro actually does something very interesting with elevators, where this elevator is here, and I'm going up. As there's only 2 floors, I don't have to actually press the button, it'll just go up automatically. As I go up, the elevator there automatically starts coming down. So there's always an elevator at every floor, which isn't great for like efficiency, it's using more energy than it needs to, but it is great for time. I know 100% that no matter when I arrive, there will always be an elevator at my floor, or at least I'll have to wait like 5 seckends for one. The problem is if I want to ride elevator 10, I have to actually walk back down and then call it again. So I guess I'll do that. Okay, now for elevator 10. So if I just press the button again, now this elevator will open and it should go up automatically. Yep. And of course, that one comes back down. Okay, so before I try those elevators on the other platform, I just want to talk about this exit area. Well, it's very spacious. I really love that. There are 4 small gates, 2 large ones, and they're split between both sides. And something that I really love that they're adding at new stations are bathrooms. For some reason, although these are single, like they're labeled men and women, which is kind of stupid. They should just be everybody. Like there's no reason why this one is men and that one's women if there's only 1 stall in each. But there's water fountains, there are bathrooms. It's really nice. This looks so clean as well. I know it's new and there's not that many people yet, but it's just really nice. Let's see what the bathrooms look like. So they're really nice actually. Sink, toilet, accessibility, everything you really need. And a heater as well, interestingly enough. Yeah, oh, bad location for that. So if you're familiar with the DC Metro, you know they have these like exit fare machines because you have to pay a different fare depending on how far you're going. If you don't have enough, you can sort of top up here. Most of them only accept cash. But interestingly, this new one accepts credit and debit as well, which makes a lot of sense. But yeah, that's great. Thumbs up. There we go. So unfortunately, the water fountains don't actually work. It's like, they kind of work. Maybe if I hold it longer, it'll start coming out. No, it doesn't seem, it seems like there is some water because there's like stuff squirting out, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's like closed or something strange. And that doesn't work either. I also really love these like plexiglass panels. I actually don't know what this material is. Maybe it is just glass. I don't know. I love these panels across the edges. It like really opens it up. That bridge is in Southeast DC near where all the stadiums are, which is nice. You know, you can see very far. I also love how these like don't connect, how they sort of overlap each other. It creates some like intrigue, visual interest, I guess. Okay, but anyway, let me actually go down now and ride the other 2 elevators inside of the ticketed area. Okay, so this is elevator 8. Let's go down. Interestingly, there's a basement level on this one if you have a little key. I wonder if you could pick that. Well, that's illegal, but you know, gotta wonder. So as I go up another one of these really nice escalators, you can see that the station has live bus departure boards. I've actually never seen this before on any other metro station. This is very cool. And now I'll get elevator 7. I haven't mentioned yet, but these are really nice elevators. They're quite wide, and there's 2 of them for redundancy, as I learned. Yeah, they're nice, they work, they're smooth. Yeah. Now let's get out. Yikes, the metro is expensive. That was like almost $6 or maybe $5.50. I couldn't exactly tell what it was, but you know, I guess it is quite luxurious for a metro system, so I don't actually mind paying that much, but some do and some just don't pay, which I don't know how I feel about that. There are programs though, so you should probably get into those. This station has 3 exits. One over here called the Potomac Greens exit, I guess. It's just, to me, it's just called the back entrance. You'll see why. And then we have 2 across the bridge, one on the right side here, and then one all the way down there on the left, which is quite inconvenient. This new track looks so clean. It's really cool. Anyway, let's go down to this exit, which is very, very strange. Going down. And here we are. We're slowly arriving to the ground. It's interesting. It's like aligning itself. I hate when elevators do this. And we're here. Okay, so this is it. Yeah, there's nothing here. There's a sort of a parkway here. I think that's the George Washington Memorial Parkway. It's a lot of ride share, which people ride to here, which that's fun. But yeah, there's actually nothing here. There's like a little valley. I think this is going to be like part of a trail, and I know there's some houses there, some development there. But yeah, it's very interesting. Here's the outside of the station. I said that there was wood here. I actually don't think there is. I think I just confused this sort of brown painted metal for wood. But yeah, I really love the stone. You know, design-wise, it looks really cool, the station. This exit is very strange. Okay, back up. Ooh, this will be annoying. This is really annoying actually. I can only get elevator 6 because, you know, someone actually has to come up here for the elevators to switch. So I'm just gonna wait for someone to come up. I saw someone walking. Hopefully they'll come up and then I can get the other elevator. Wow, I can see that there's another freight train. Wow, let me zoom into that one. That's really cool. And they fly down here, honestly. For a freight train, that's pretty fast. Probably going like 40 miles an hour. I also just noticed that there's Amazon Prime shipping containers. I never knew that they had those. That's really cool. Oh my god, this is such a long train. You know the train is very long when you end up getting bored of filming it. Yeah, it's still going. This is insane. And it's going fast too. Okay, elevator 5 does not seem to be coming up, so I'm gonna actually go to the other exits and then maybe come back at the end. Hopefully I can actually finish my mission of riding all of them. Wow, this freight train is still going. And it's fast! I know I'm just regurgitating my words, but... oh my god. I have a question for freight train enthusiasts. Whenever I see freight trains, the load is always so mixed. There's so many companies, like there's an Amazon thing going here, and then there's a different company, and then there's like coal, and then there's, you know, like multimodal carriages, like with truck trailers. Like, how do they know what's where? I guess they have like a manifest. I guess they have like hump yards as well to sort the cars. But, you know, compared to a video game where you'll have a coal train and a wood train, real life freight trains are so different. It's really interesting. I think it's almost over now. Here's the end. There it is, and there's a little flashing light. Isn't that cool? That was like 5 minutes, I swear. Or maybe not 5 minutes, but still. Okay, I have to calm down after that one to some more calm things like exits. You know, very, very interesting. Well, they actually are, but I don't know. Anyway, which one to first? Let's go to the north exit, the shorter bridge. So as we walk down this bridge, you can really see here how there's a lot of grass fields. And you may be wondering, why are there grass fields, Nathan? Well, I'll tell you why. That's because there's a lot of planned redevelopment here. A lot of approved redevelopment too. There, that building is, I think, one of the first ones. I think that's quite new with the opening of the station, maybe a little before it opened. But all of this is gonna be apartments. And if you look over there where that Target truck is, that's actually a big Target. This whole strip mall, I think, will end up getting redeveloped in 10 years or so. As the sign says, there's also a bike and ride here. There's also some artwork, which is really cool. Here it is. There are these like pink petals and stuff. I think they're supposed to be petals, or just little balls, like with spiky balls. I don't know. But yeah, let me go to the actual elevators, which are like behind here. Hopefully I can get both of them. And it'll be really annoying if I get to every single elevator except for 5. I guess all the exits have different addresses. I guess this is 3201 University Drive. Why University Drive? Is there a university here? I'm not sure, actually. I don't think so, but yeah, that's interesting. Let me go down. And for the record, this is elevator 1. Sneak peek. Also, this sign for elevators is actually really cool because a lot of people are gonna like walk over here and be like, wait, I actually need an elevator. And then they can turn over here and say, oh, yes, the elevator is that way. Very forward thinking by the signage team, if that's a specific team or division. I'm not sure. Now, hopefully I can get elevator 2, and it seems like I will, because it's right here. Here we go. Okay, here we are outside, and this sun is really annoying. I really hate filming in the sun. I much prefer when it's cloudy, because then I squint a lot, and maybe that's just a me problem, but yeah. I've noticed that this sort of walkway out is striped with like yellow stripes, which is interesting, because there's not really a crosswalk. There's a bus loop here, which I'll go to in a second, but what I wanted to highlight now is the bike and ride. So this is the bike and ride. It's just under the sort of pavilion here, this entrance. There are some outdoor bike racks, and I'm pretty sure that this is actually a locked bike facility. Yeah, the doors do not open unless you scan your card here, and you can purchase this card online. And yeah, you can securely lock your bikes here, which I think is a very cool concept. For the first sort of month, I think, when this opened, I'm not sure if it was a month, this was actually unlocked. I came here closer to when it opened, and I think I took some pictures of the inside, so I'm gonna put those up now so you can see what it looks like. So here's the bus loop. It's not really a bus loop, it's like a bus street with a few dash buses here. And I really love these shelters. They're really nice. There's even a light here, which I think turns on at night, and I think it is solar powered. There is also something really, really cool, are these departure screens. So I think Dash installed these at major points, and they are sort of, you know, like Kindles, they have this like e-ink technology. It is e-ink technology. So it looks like a sign, and then it refreshes maybe every 30 seconds, every minute, to show when the bus is going to arrive. It's really cool. And yes, the Metro bus, there's one Metro bus route that stops over there, and I'm gonna show you that one right now. So just outside of the station here on the main road, called Potomac Avenue, I guess, is where the Metroway stops. So I think it's like one of the 2 bus routes in DC that are not called just by letters and numbers, or just like numbers. That's the REX, I don't actually know what it stands for, and then the Metroway. And it's called the Metroway because it's sort of a first attempt at a BRT system. This is basically a short bus route that acts as a BRT for like 5 minutes. And there's like 3 BRT style stations or so. Maybe not exactly 3, but it's very barely a BRT. Like the only turn that it skips is like this left turn where it skips because it basically has its own like section of the road, so it doesn't actually have to turn left. But other than that, it's just a normal short bus route that they called a fancy name, which is quite common, sadly, in America. They just like brand certain things to make them sound better than they actually are. But in general, it's a good bus service. It sort of parallels the Metro. Yeah, I like it. I've ridden it once before. Let's go back up, go across the bridge, and check out the other exit, which takes like 4 minutes to get to. This is a really long bridge. I find it interesting how on this side, towards the tracks, there is sort of this graded fence protector, but on this side, on the road, there isn't. So you can just sort of stick your hand out or drop your phone or something. Interesting. I also love this emergency exit just in the middle of the bridge, because the bridge is so long that if there's an emergency at the station, there is a separate exit. Yeah, this station is sort of overbuilt. There should have been one exit here, and then build another exit on that side, and then put one exit there. So as we walk over this bridge, if you turn to the right, you can see Poop Lake. Yes, this color is awful. I doubt that this is actually sewage. It really looks like it is, though. I think it's just because it's a standing body of water. This is not very attractive. Maybe this will get cleaned up. Maybe, hopefully, like some fountains will be placed or something to make it sort of look interesting. Because, yeah, for now, it's a poop pond. So, this was number 4, and now let's go back up for number 3. There are no escalators. Interestingly, this side actually has more development, but there are less ways to get up, and you have to walk up these stairs. Of course, there are the elevators, but... And now we'll get number 3, which only leaves 5 left. Hopefully I can get that on the way back. Okay, that was number 3, so 9 elevators down, I guess. Didn't feel like 9. We have a nice trail here. We have a nice walking area so you don't get in the way of bikes. We have these nice sort of mid-rise apartment buildings. Hopefully they're nice. A lot of these are built quite on the cheap. There's a nice queue jump here, which is amazing. That's so cool. Look, do you see that? That bus just skipped the traffic light, basically, which is really cool. I wonder if that's a bus traffic light. I'll have to check that out. There's some nice trail signage here, which is always appreciated. Yeah, it's a very nice area, honestly. Also notice that this is the sort of blue-green pedal exit. The other one was pink, of course. I love this sort of, well, this side actually does not have a refuge island, which is unfortunate. That one does, but this side, I guess they had to put this left turn lane in, which made it very hard to do so. Okay, so here's the little bus thing, and yeah, there it is. That is a bus traffic light over there. That is so cool, I think. And yeah, so I guess this is another way that the Metroway, because the Metroway does stop here, this is another way that the Metroway is sort of a BRT, because it has at least one queue jump. So this is like the first time I've really seen a queue jump in the United States in action, with just a fully functioning bus traffic light. So now I'm going to talk about the stadium or arena redevelopment project, which has very recently been in the news. It's very recently been announced. The Capital One Arena, which hosts all basketball games and hockey games in DC, is being planned to be relocated to here. So just in this area right here, right close to the metro station. Probably because some lawmakers want money. But maybe there's a real reason. think it's more of a money reason and a little bit of corruption, maybe. Not sure. Don't want to speculate. But ignoring that, it'll probably be around here somewhere. I'm not actually sure exactly where. Maybe they haven't figured it out yet, or maybe they have, and I just don't know. All of the people that watch a game will end up taking the metro to where they come from. Probably a good 10%, 20% or so is my guess. The problem is that when this station was built, they had no idea that there was potential for a huge 40,000 foot sports center. So they didn't build it with enough capacity to handle that many people. If you saw that there were only like one escalator on each side and not actually that many gates to get into the station. This means that if they go ahead with the stadium here, they will really have to expand the subway station, or the metro station. Of course, the hallways are quite wide enough and the entrance is okay, but like the platforms are gonna have to be potentially widened. And the entrances, they're gonna have to put more escalators on. So they built this brand new station, which is like, I don't think it's even a year old already. And they're going to have to change it again. I don't know, it's really nobody's fault necessarily, but it just sort of grinds my gears, as they say, that a brand new station that's actually really nice and really serves the area that it's placed at, except for these annoying bridges. I know I keep mentioning them, but I really hate them. They're gonna have to just like widen it or change it again and spend more money off the probably billions of dollars that they spent, or at least hundreds of millions. Okay, I think that's enough ranting. Let me go back to the station and try to ride elevator number 5. Wow, look, I think elevator 5 is here. If I press down, please. Yes, elevator 5. So, as I step out of elevator 5, it's even labeled inside. I don't know if I didn't realize that before. As I step out, it's also over there, it'll mark the last elevator, all 10 elevators of Potomac Yard Station. Wow, that feels like such a monumental moment. So with all 10 elevators, all 3 exits, all 2 platforms, all 1 gate line, and all the features, hopefully, of the Potomac Yard VT station. Yes, it's called Potomac Yard VT. I'll put what that means here somewhere, because I actually forgot. Yeah, that marks the end of my video. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and maybe subscribing and checking out some of the other content on my channel. Now, I think I'm gonna go on a joyride on one of these like micro-mobility things, the scooters. I don't know, just to look at the neighborhood. So I'll have to say goodbye. Bye. So I've just ridden one of these Lime scooters a little bit, and wow, this is a really nice neighborhood. I think it's called Potomac Greens. I guess that's why it's called the Potomac Greens exit. You know, I should have thought about that. But yeah, other than the fact that the roads are a little wide, the houses are really nice. It's really dense, really compact, and now they have metro access. The land value here is probably really, really high now, especially after the metro.